So today we just wanted to run you through what is the exact mechanism that we're utilizing within profit-driven marketing to create a foundation for the business owners that we're working with, which are reliable and consistent. So first things first, what is happening in e-commerce right now? If you compare your data to last year, over the last 12 months, even within our own e-commerce business, we have seen our cost per acquisition increase by 30 to 40%. And I'm sure you'll be able to see the same yourself. And that is just down to the demand. You know, CPMs are rising. There's a lot more brands. If you think of even just a clothing brand, how many clothing brands are you seeing on Facebook and Instagram at the moment? You know, there's hundreds of brands that are moving all of their business online. So with the demand, we have an increase in costs, which ultimately decrease the profit that we have available. Another thing that we're seeing is tracking and attribution across all of these platforms have become increasingly unreliable and inaccurate. Meaning before, where we used to be able to rely on Facebook's data or rely on Google's data, now we need third-party tools to determine exactly where that person came in and where they converted. Otherwise, you know, it's a shot in the dark. On top of that, the buyer journey has become increasingly complex, adding multiple touch points to the journey before someone actually buys. Now, we kind of knew this in the past, but it's become a lot more difficult with the likes of the tracking being inaccurate to determine exactly where that person came in and exactly where that person converted. So we know exactly where to push the budget. You know, we want to start at the beginning, what the foundation, what brought in that person, not the last touch point. So that's the likes of, you know, you'd have your top of funnel campaign, bottom of funnel campaign. You don't want to just continuously push budget into where the people are converting at the bottom of funnel. That is not the source of the users. It would be at the top of the funnel. But without a clear, you know, set of data to determine this, we have no idea. In addition to that, like I mentioned, new and emerging platforms continue to be developed and taking the attention from one platform to the next. So you'll probably find as a business owner, you're struggling to determine where to put your advertising budget, you know, with the likes of TikTok, with the changes in Facebook, you know, YouTube's becoming a very good platform now to develop attention, to develop awareness. It's becoming very difficult to know exactly where you should start and what should be the foundation of your business. So what is this doing for people like yourself? Well, first, it's making it increasingly difficult to know exactly where you should be putting your advertising budget. Having to constantly change your systems, your content, your strategy based on where consumer attention is moving, and making sales revenue and profit inconsistent, always needing to adapt to the market, increasing your advertising costs based on fluctuations in demand, ultimately giving you no sense of clarity. So now we're kind of at the point where we'll show you what we have done to found success for these businesses facing a similar problem to yourself. So after reviewing and implementing advertising ecosystems across tens of businesses, we found one consistent narrative. By creating a strong foundation in the Google Ads platform, we was able to provide reliable, cost-effective and consistent sales, which we then are able to maximize across the other platforms mentioned, such as Facebook, Instagram, email marketing on the likes of Klaviyo, etc., and TikTok. So what does this actually mean? You know, having a strong foundation for your business is extremely important. And with the likes of Facebook, with the likes of TikTok, it can be very unreliable to, you know, have a consistent base of revenue that you can then scale with the likes of TikTok, Facebook, email marketing. But to have a strong core foundation, we have found Google to be extremely reliable, consistent, and cost-effective to be the core foundation of your advertising strategy. So we're going to break it down a little bit more granularly. So what does this look like in the funnel? So as most of you will know, we have awareness at the top, which tends to be where you have your Facebook, TikTok campaigns. They know nothing about your product, nothing about your brand, sometimes not even about the solution that they actually need. Interest being people that are interested in your type of product or your brand, but haven't found, you know, the right fit for them just yet. Consideration, they are now considering your brand and product as an option and just doing some more research. Intent, they visited your site, they have intent to purchase, but they just not committed yet. And evaluation, making sure that they're getting the best price, reviewing your policies, just ensuring that you're the perfect fit for them. So how does this look in our Google ecosystem? Well, at the top of the funnel, we tend to use YouTube display discovery to develop awareness for your brand, which, you know, comparing it to Facebook, you can target audiences. At the moment, it's even more difficult. They're removing a lot of audiences. But the difference between that is we can target people with intent at the top of the funnel. So if people, let's just say for instance, people are interested in looking for a TV unit, well, we can target that specific term within our top of funnel. So, even though we're developing awareness, we can still be a bit more hyper targeted with that. Interest, we're specifically focusing on the likes of Google Shopping to target specific product types. So talking on that same example, TV unit, we can target people that are looking for a TV unit. The more specific the term, the better. So let's just say, for instance, an Oak TV unit, and we can bid on those terms specifically. Consideration at this stage, they visited your brand, they visited your site, they're considering you as an option. So here is where we start hammering the retargeting. And depending on the recency of the visit, we bid higher. So if someone's visited within the last 7 days, we'd bid way higher to bring that user back over someone that's visited in the last 30 days. Then we have intent and evaluation. Here we focus on the bottom of the funnel where we target the product name. So if someone's visited your brand already, they know the name of your product, they'll search the product to find it. That's where we bid. Branded, so any branded terms, any terms related to your brand, we would bid at this point. And display offer remarketing we'd implement here. So our goal at the bottom of funnel is to display our products in front of people that know exactly what they want and bid the highest, as well as offering them different incentives, discounts to get them over the line to purchase. So based on that, we actually flip the whole funnel on its head. With the likes of Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat, you normally start the journey at the top of the funnel and work your way down. We actually work from the ground up. So we retarget your existing traffic. We target users who already know the product they want, like we mentioned, the product type or the product name. We also provide offers and incentives for those who have recently purchased to bring you repeat customers, or for those sitting on the fence. And just to take a step back slightly, we actually track new customer CPA and recurring customer CPA in 2 different metrics to determine how many new customers we bring in, how many customers are we getting to buy again. What this actually does, by starting from the ground up, we're able to give Google data a lot faster, giving the platform exactly what it needs to go out and find new customers who have recently purchased, similar to the ones that have recently purchased, or close to doing so. So what this allows us to do is cut the journey in half of actually getting results. We're able to go in, captivate on your existing traffic. If you don't have much, we slightly work up the funnel, but we target people that know what they want and utilize that data to give back to Google. So it's able to then go find customers who are similar to those, and as a result, we get higher conversion rates out the gate at a low spend. So what does this look like? So starting from the ground up, intent and evaluation. They have the intent to buy, they just need the right information in front of them. Here we utilize the campaigns types such as product name targeting, branded term targeting, dynamic product retargeting, and offer incentive-based retargeting. For these potential customers, we bid the highest on. Based on data, we've seen these users to convert at double the rate of a generic user. So as you can see on the right, as an example, someone has visited your site. Let's just say, for instance, they've typed in coffee table. They visited your site. They now know the name of the product that they want is a Salisbury grey painted oak coffee table. So based on that, we would target those terms. We would bid the highest. That user knows exactly what they want. They just need the right offer, the right brand in front of them. So working our way up the funnel, now we're at the consideration phase. So as mentioned, at this part of the journey, we need to educate prospects that our brand or the brand your brand, the product is the perfect fit for them. So we utilize the likes of dynamic retargeting, YouTube remarketing, Gmail remarketing, Google Shopping remarketing. To be honest with you, it's just, we're trying to just bring the user back in any way that we can. And like we said in the very beginning, depending on the recency of the visit, we bid higher. Someone is way more likely to purchase within the first 7 to 14 days over past a 30-day period. Now, we do still have those people purchase, past 30 days, but we bid in a different manner. On average, within the first 7 to 14 days, they are way more likely to convert, so we bid higher. Some additional focuses we have at this stage is utilizing user-generated content, so we can speak directly to the target audience, showcasing the product, showcasing the brand, and making sure that we're, getting the information across that they are the best brand for you to purchase from. We also utilize email marketing at this stage. When we're driving a lot of visitors to your website, we have a goal of, if they don't purchase, they're at least added to the email list, where we can then, talk to them on a more personal level about the brand and product, giving them everything they need to purchase. Next, we have interest. So at this stage, we focus targeting potential customers that know the type of product that they want, just not the exact product just yet. So like I said previously, with the example of the TV unit, we'd utilize TV unit or variations of it. So let's just say Oak TV unit to target prospects who, they know what they're looking for. We just need to give them the right information. So we utilize campaign types such as Google Shopping and Google Search, where we specifically focus on targeting those terms. And what we tend to see is where there is more attributes with surrounding the main term, so such as TV unit, adding the likes of like Oak, dimensions of the TV unit they're looking for, it just adds to the conversion rate. So at this stage, we just want to ensure that we're getting potential customers that are lower in the buyer journey, meaning they just need the right brand, the right product type, so they can make the purchase. Lastly, we have awareness. Now, we don't actually focus too much on awareness. Once we've reached the total addressable market, with bottom or middle of funnel, then we start to reach out into the awareness stage. So here the prospect has no idea about the product or brand, potentially even no idea about the solution to their problem, even if they might not even have the problem just yet. This interruption form of marketing is where Facebook normally falls into place, but we've actually found that YouTube display and discovery is a much cheaper, high yielding alternative to Facebook at the moment to build awareness around your prospect, as we can still target people that are in market for that type of product. So let's again, just to say an example, people are looking for a TV unit. Even at the top of the funnel, we can still target, people that are, let's just say, even looking for a TV or a unit, whatever is the least informed search query, we can target and educate the people down the funnel. So, you're probably thinking, what type of results does this actually generate? We'll give you an example. So this is one of our clients, just through client confidentiality. We're not going to, display their name, but here you can see that it's under our account, profit-driven marketing. Here is one of our clients. So this client here, over, the space of like 90 days, has been able to generate over 100 conversions and 51,000 in returns from just over 6.5K spent. So 700% return on ad spend just through developing this ecosystem. And this is not even showing what we've achieved within the retargeting on Facebook, TikTok, email. This is solely housed just within Google, which tends to be our new customer acquisition. Another client, this is over the last kind of 2 years, but this client has generated over 680 conversions, spent 21,000 and generated 200,000 in revenue at a 900% return on ad spend. So again, this isn't looking into their email. This isn't looking into their Facebook or TikTok. This is solely in Google Ads, where we tend to house the majority of conversions. We will have conversions on TikTok. We will have conversions on Facebook, but this is where our main data pool is. So briefly looking into our email, we don't do anything extensive within the emails at the moment, but we give all of our clients some base flows, which we can utilize to generate an additional 20 to 25% of revenue. So here you can see over the last 90 days, this client of ours spends less than, £1,000 a month, but we was able to generate over 7,000 in revenue just through 3 email flows. Another example, this is over the last year, but this client has generated over 20,000 in emails. And this is just from 2 flows that we set up. Nothing extremely basic. The higher level of spend, the higher returns, but this is a low spending client again. So if you are an e-commerce business owner struggling at the moment, you don't know what platform to get on, you don't know Facebook, TikTok, Google, YouTube, Snapchat, you don't know what is the right one for you, let us audit your business. We'll do it completely for free. We will give you, information on exactly what you could do or implement just on your team. But, as we've kind of shown you there, we know what the hell we're doing. So give us a chance to audit your business completely free. I'll leave some stuff in the comment section below or the description below. You let us know and we'll go from there. This is Joe from Profit Driven Marketing. Hope to speak soon. Bye.